Hello, everybody. My name is Sagar Janeja. I'm working as Assistant Dean in the Research Department of Chitkara University. If you are watching this video, then most certainly you are the finalist of NOVATE Plus 2023. So I would like to begin by congratulating you, everybody. And I would like to make an appeal to you that please watch this video till the end because it has instructions on how you should prepare your final presentation. If your final presentations don't meet the quality standard of what we desire, we may not allow you to present in front of the jury on July 14th. So please be very careful. You must submit your final presentations on or before July 10th. So I'll send you a mail with the instructions as well. Okay, so let's begin. So we want your presentation to have these 5 components. Okay. Ideally, on each of these components, you must spend 1 minute of time, but still we are giving you 7 minutes to make your presentation. So please rehearse your presentation accordingly. Each of this component has a great weightage. So I'll cover each component in detail. And you must delete this particular slide in your final presentation. You should not include it in your final presentation. Now, the first thing is obviously your title slide, which will have your project title, the detail of only the presenter, and the detail of the mentors. The details of the entire team you can include at the end. So there is a slide at the end where you can include the details of all the members of your team, including their pictures as well. But here you should only include the name of the details of the student presenter who is going to present the pitch, right? And the detail of the mentor. If you have more than one mentor, please include, no problem. Now, in each slide, whatever data that you are putting, that data should not represent your opinion only. It should represent facts and figures backed by literature. So that is very important. In the previous, competitions, we have observed that some of the students put whatever they feel like about the problem statement. It should not happen. So that's why your problem statement should be very crisp and concise. It should be backed by literature. There should be some reference. It should be backed by facts and figures. Please avoid content-heavy slides. The rule of thumb is that you should not have more than 7 bullet points in the slide, and each bullet point cannot have more than 5 to 6 words or at max 7 words, right? So 7x7 is a format that you can consider. Include illustrations, include pictures to better explain your ideas, right? And once again, I want to reiterate the point that each of your statement that you're going to include in your presentation, it should be backed by your facts and figures. You should do a proper homework before making this presentation. Do not include anything which is your own opinion. So for example, there's a problem statement, you are working on something. You cannot write that I feel this and I have encountered this in my family, so I thought this is a problem statement, because students make all this kind of claims. We don't want those claims. We want solid research-backed and facts and figure-backed problem statement, right? So you can devote maximum 2 slides to a problem statement. Now, whatever problem statement you are discussing, there must be more than one possible solution for that. If you are saying that there is no solution that exists for the problem statement, then I'm sorry, you are mistaken. You have not done your survey correctly and you have not done your homework correctly. So discuss about the possible solutions which are there and discuss their limitations. And when you're discussing your solution, do not write that your solution is least expensive, your solution is cheap, your solution is simple, and their solutions are complex. Don't write that, because these are just generic statements which don't mean anything. So when you're discussing the possible solutions, discuss their strengths, discuss their weaknesses, and then come to your solution, which will be the proposed solution. And when you're discussing your solution, you must give technical details. Don't simply write that I will do this, I will do that. Everything that you're going to include, that you're going to build this particular solution, how you're going to build it. Include some flow chart, include some block diagram, include a blueprint of your design, include some 3D designs, some 2D designs, include some schematics. Try to fragment your problem statement or your proposed solution in multiple objectives, that these are the objectives of your project that you're going to implement, and These are the various timelines in which you will meet these objectives to build the complete solution, right? In your solution, do not simply write that you will collect various sensors, connect it with a particular microcontroller or microprocessor and take data. So these are all very generic things. Okay, everybody know how to collect data from the sensor, how to process them. This is not what we want. We want specific details specific to your project, right? So that is what we are interested in. So for example, if you are saying that you are going to measure temperature, so what is the temperature range? Why have you selected that temperature range? What is the sensor that you are going to use? Why you have selected those sensors? So these kind of technical questions your proposed solution slide should answer. Okay. Then is a methodology. Now please understand, when you are presenting your project, we are not asking you to prove it that how you will implement your solution. The only way you can prove it is through the methodology that you are going to explain. If you can explain the methodology of implementation with great details, with confidence, with minutest of technical details, then we will have confidence in you that, okay, whatever you are saying makes sense and you can do this project. If you are saying things which are just like, generic things, that I will collect data from these sensors and then I will process it. So these are generic things. We are not interested in that. So that's why we have written that you must include good schematic diagrams, good block diagrams, but those block diagrams should not be borrowed from the published sources. They should be your diagram. They should be your schematics. They should be your work that you have done in order to win this prototype funding. See, please understand, we are giving you funding up to 2.5 lakh per project. And we are intent to give you 2.5 lakh per project, right? So if you want that kind of money from us, you should be able to convince us and you should do a good hard work in making this project presentation, right? Okay, we will not give money just like that. So when you are presenting your methodology, please be very, very specific when it comes to implementation detail. And if you do that correctly, then only you will be able to present a good budget, which is a very important thing, because at the end of the day, we are giving you money to spend on the project components, right? That will be a part of your budget. So if your budget is not well defined, then there is no point of applying for funding, right? So focus on that. Commercial potential, very important. See, Newgen ITC funding is not for pure research project or hobby projects of students, right? We want you to make something or a prototype of something which can tomorrow become a sellable technology, which can tomorrow become a market product. We fully understand that in 2.5 lakh rupees, you cannot make an end product. This thing is fully understandable. But in 2.5 lakh rupees, you can definitely make a good quality prototype, which you can show to the possible investors or anybody who is interested and generate more money. So you should think that 2.5 lakh funding is a seed. And using that seed, you are making a small plant. And to make this plant a big tree, you will need more resources, which you can always get if you have a good plant. Are you getting the point? So whatever project you are doing, you should be able to justify the commercial potential. If the project doesn't have commercial potential, then it cannot be supported. And again, for writing the commercial potential, don't just write that I am making something for the social cause, so it has a commercial potential. No, you should be able to justify it, that whatever you are saying, it will sell in the market, right? Again, very objectively, backed by data, backed by facts. Now this slide, a very important slide on budget. So we want detailed budget. So this is a sample budget that I have prepared. So you should include each and every component that you need, the specification of the component, ranges, temperature ranges, current ranges, voltage ranges, right? Current standards, whatever you want to include in the specifications. The quantity of each component that you want and justification of the components. So sometimes students write that we need 5 pieces of Raspberry Pi. We cannot give 5 pieces of Raspberry Pi. We can at max give you one, right? As a microprocessor platform, right? Similarly, some people ask for multiple processor platform, Raspberry Pi, Arduino, and STM microcontroller. We cannot give you all that. You don't need so many different, microprocessor or microcontroller platforms in your project, right? So whatever you are including, please be realistic. That is one thing. And second thing is that we are offering you 2.5 lakh rupees, right? your budget should be close to that. If you need 10,000 rupees from us, or 20,000 rupees from us, or 25,000 rupees from, don't apply for this funding. See, we don't want you to waste your time and our time with just a small amount of funding that you want. You can always spend 20,000 rupees from your own pocket and do a project. Apply for Newgen IDC funding only if you need more than 1 lakh rupees or 1.5 lakh rupees, which is substantial. Then only we will feel like supporting the projects, right? And now when I say that ask for more money, which is 1 lakh, 1.5 lakh or something, now don't just inflate the budget to make it 1.5 lakh or 2 lakh. Please be very realistic in your budget. And when you do a good homework and when you are realistic, then definitely you will be able to make a good budget, which will have the valuation of more than 1 lakh rupees. I'm sure about that. But if you don't do a good homework, you just include some components here and there, then you will not be able to make a good budget. Okay. This thing we also experienced when we were reviewing the application in the first phase, and we realized that many teams have not prepared a good budget. Okay. So again, I'm repeating, if you need just 10,000 rupees, 20,000 rupees, don't apply for funding. If you need 1 lakh, 1.5 lakh or more than that, then only apply for funding. And ideally, if you want to make a good prototype, you will definitely need that kind of money. If you do a good homework, if you prepare a good plan of action, if you design a methodology in a proper way, you will definitely need that kind of money. Okay, so this is about the budget. Now, in this slide, you can include the details of your team with their pictures. That is must. So when you're writing the details of the student team members, write which course they are in, let us say computer science engineering, electronic and communication engineering, their roll number, which year they are studying in, and what is their school, like Chitkara University Institute of engineering and technology, or maybe business school or some other school, right? Similarly, for mentor, write their designation, assistant professor, associate professor, their department, and again their school, like a business school or pharmacy or whatever, right? So this is it. Very straightforward thing. So all the best to all of you. And please do see this video till the end. Okay. And make a good presentation and send it to us by 10th of July. Okay. Thank you very much.